I'm Robrad78.
And I'm Fidget1185.
And welcome to our Couples Therapy.
Welcome back to Couples Therapy, where we talk about this, that, and the other thing.
And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Also, if you're new to the channel, probably came from TikTok because we've been getting a lot of encouraging people on TikTok, especially on my account. Like, I got joined in a group where it's a very supportive group and they help each other out. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But TikTok has this thing about reports that I think is interesting. They will ban someone for having an innocent video of their kids on a trampoline, but then you can have people on there, cheeks ahoy. Yeah, we starting this video off saying cheeks ahoy. You know what I mean? Like, inappropriate looking people. Scantily dressed, I would say, is the educated way. I'm trying to make sure we still in the goods. We don't say any bad words before the too early in the show. But why is it that like these inappropriate people don't get banned for what they're doing, but somebody like that gets like a timeout banned?
I mean, I have my thoughts and feelings about it, but they're not exactly podcast friendly, and I don't want to get us in trouble for having
Bunch of pervs.
More or less. But yeah, I don't get it where, you know, like the most, I don't want to say stupid because it's not, like the most mundane thing will get reported, but yet you got these like, what, like 15, like 14, 15-year-olds, like shaking what their mother gave them in like next to nothing, but yet that's okay. Is that kind of like what you're going for?
I was thinking adults because I don't see any underage stuff, but
well, that's good.
I was saying like the adults that do like those OnlyFans kind of people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like keep that content where it's supposed to be.
Clearly, everything's got a sexual innuendo in it.
Right, but because, yeah, as you said.
Personally, I think it's because they make money for TikTok, and TikTok's like, as long as you're making me money, we don't got any problems.
But really, like, putting someone on a timeout because of their kid, really? Like, really?
And it's not like the kid was doing anything inappropriate.
Right, just like in it having some innocent fun. Like I don't.
They were in bathing suits, but it was kid bathing suits. So it wasn't anything inappropriate, obviously. But like a friend was telling me about that, and I was like, really? That's dumb.
Well, but it's like not only that though.
Watch us get banned just for saying this.
But it's just, you know.
Be back in a month.
I hope not, but.
No. But it's only like a 24-hour ban.
But I've seen it where, you know, like people I follow and whatnot, like their content gets, you know, taken down and it's nothing bad, but yet you see all this other heinous stuff, but it gets to stay.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, like
I don't understand.
Neither do I, and it's just like, come on, like be better. Like let's ban the stuff that needs to be banned and anyways.
You wonder why the world's going on fire. It's because look who you guys are making our role models. Speaking of weird things, I saw this video last week of Zac Efron, and it was saying how they think that he's addicted to plastic surgery, and like how like he used to look a certain way. He used to look like a innocent person, like a normal person, and now he just looks like he's been plastic surgeryed so bad.
Yeah, wow, my brain just went nope. But when you were showing me the
before and after
the pictures, it's like And I mean this with respect, but it's
Right.
like, what happened?
Now, he claims that he broke his jaw, and it was a type of break that's not easy to repair, and it's caused his body to swell up. And he said it's a rare break, but most people are saying it's obvious plastic surgery. Personally, like, I've always loved his acting. I think he's a good actor and stuff, and seems like a genuinely nice dude. And I'm not trying to throw any shade or hate his way,
Right.
but like, yeah, like it's interesting because he, like, what would even make him go down that path? Because like he was already like a pretty good looking guy. You know what I mean?
Right. But you would, okay, so supposedly if he did break it,
Yeah.
what happened? Was he in a fit? There's just so many.
There was a story, but he like broke it in the bathroom somewhere. On some porcelain. So like I don't know if he
Like he slipped and fell and cracked his face on the toilet?
I'm not 100% sure
I mean,
what exactly it was, but it's like, what?
but, really, like, who cares if you get plastic surgery? Granted, it's not for everybody,
No.
but it's like, who cares? Like, if that's really what happened, why fabricate some
Right.
asinine story? Oh, I slipped in my bathroom and my face hit the toilet, like.
And that's another thing is like, for his case, like, yeah, if you got plastic surgery, just own up to it. But if he didn't get plastic surgery and what he says is actually true, like, this is a very specific thing, you know? Like, why would you make it, like, it's so bizarre, and I know for actors it's easy to find the bizarre, but it's like, it's such a bizarre and specific thing that, like, how the hell did you even come up with that?
Right. But you were saying, though, like, it was like a super rare, like, break or whatever.
Yeah.
But you would think, though, with how far we've come along with surgeries and stuff like that, that they could find a way to fix it.
Yeah.
And, it caused his face to swell. Yeah, well, if you have surgery of any kind, you're gonna swell a little. But I don't know. That
I don't know.
after picture, it was like,
Well, I
oh,
think some
honey,
of
who
them,
hurt you? Like,
yeah,
come on. Like,
I think some of them were fake because they looked like the same photos of other ones, just photoshoppy, kind of. So it's like I don't even know what he looks like anymore because I haven't seen him do a movie recently. The last movie I seen him do was Iron Claw. Well, yes, we saw it too.
no, I'm trying to remember which one that
That's
was.
him as the wrestler. Remember when he
Yes.
portrayed one of the Von Erichs?
Okay, yeah.
And pretty much all of his family passed away. Spoiler.
Yeah. I don't know.
Good movie.
And I don't know, speaking of plastic surgery, what are your thoughts on, like, people who, like, just everyday people going to other countries to get plastic surgery
Yeah.
because it's cheaper, and then when they come home they cry because, oh, they injected me with what? That's not what they said that they would do. Because, like, I've seen stuff where it's like
That's weird.
like where they get, like, they wanted like a butt lift or something, right? Like,
Zip that butt.
but like they injected them with like cement, or not like actual like cement, but like stuff that's not like
When you
supposed to.
combine it together, it gets hard like cement.
Yeah, and then it's like,
I've heard about those, but
and then it's like I understand the appeal of, like, oh, I can pay X amount of money versus all this money that I don't have. But then it's almost kind of like you get what you get. And
yeah, cheaper doesn't always mean better.
right, not when it comes to surgery of
There's
any kind.
some things you don't bargain with.
Right.
In plastic surgery, I think you'd want the top notch, the best of that. I think plastic surgery, what is it? Hair growth.
Like a hair transplant
Yeah,
type
hair
thing.
transplant. I think you want the best of the best. And then, like, if you were having a sex change. Those are like 3 things that are going to change you forever. And I think you'd want the best of the best. You wouldn't want to go low dollar on those kind of things.
Oh, right. Like any kind of surgery in general. Like, no,
See, I'm having surgery soon, and like
well,
this is one that wouldn't really matter.
well,
That's also a surgery.
right. I mean, granted, you're not being put under, but they're numbing your finger up. But still, I mean, you're not gonna go to a back alley and have someone cut your finger open.
Hey, if they got this sucker out, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
For the low price of $10.
No.
$10, I'm just gonna take 10 of your digits.
No. And you wouldn't be able to work anymore.
And I wake up in a bathtub full of ice and my kidney's missing.
No, they'd leave you one, hopefully.
I said kidney. I didn't say kidneys.
Yes, you said kidneys gone.
I said my kidney's missing.
Kidneys. You just...
Whoa. It's hard to say kidney in a sentence by itself.
No, it's not.
Try saying it.
Kidney.
No, in a sentence.
Kidney in a sentence by itself.
Oh, like they took my kidney.
And when I came to, I was in a bathtub full of ice, realizing that my kidney was taken out.
She went all like, I am going to read it like it's a book in a novel. I said it casually, and I had an S.
I did what you said.
I'm sorry, I have a voice slur. I was speaking like Mike Tyson. And he's going to beat me up now.
He better not.
Hey, I'm a boxing champ.
Just give him a pigeon.
I'm a professional boxer, you know that? Because I box things at work.
Ha! Ding.
I work with a lot of cardboard. I would love to pay Mike Tyson's to come to my job. I also said that with an S, like there's 2 Mike Tysons. But I'd love to pay Mike Tyson to come to my job and a professional boxer box. That would be fun.
That would be
something.
something.
Until he gets pissed.
Right.
When he gets his first cardboard cut. He flips the table.
I mean, I've gotten cardboard cuts before, and I can kind of sympathize with you there a little bit, but whew, like, I don't know what the heck is in cardboard.
Fiberglass.
Is that what makes it hurt?
Stain, yes.
Because it's not like the actual
That's what makes it
cut
tough.
itself, but I guess it's the fiberglass getting into the cut, and you're like, oh, never again.
But yeah. Then he gets mad and he hits me harder than he would ever do to Jake Paul. Because, let's be honest, that was fixed. And we found out that, I already knew that all his stuff was fake. Because, if your last name is Paul, you're probably a scam, right?
Oh, I'm glad
if your first name's Paul, you're probably a mall cop. Paul Blart.
Well, I'll just say I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way.
Yeah. They should just change their names to Scam Brothers.
Right.
New reality TV show on Netflix, Scam Brothers. Anyways, that's the longest we'll ever talk about the Pauls here. I'm sure they'll come up eventually. I saw this video, and I thought it was interesting. And if I can find it again, I will put it in the description down below. But there was this class, a college class, and they were taking criminology.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to, look at different cases. This police just came in and gave them old cases and see what they could do. And they actually solved a 1991 murder case. Found out it was the wife all along.
Oh, snap. So like a real life game of Clue, almost.
Yeah. But imagine being part of that class and you actually solved an actual mystery.
An actual
Feeling like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that... So, but how did they realize, or how did they solve it, though?
The video was a short, so it was just showing the isn't
highlight.
This kind of wholesome that we...
Oh.
But, yeah, they've obviously studied criminology, and
right.
They used the tactics and did modern deducing and modern technology. I'm sure they were able to get better samples.
But yeah, if it was from 1991 and it was...
I've always wondered how,
But the crime scene would be gone by now, so
Right.
how could you get samples?
Well, I don't know if they keep the old DNA in these little baggies or
I would think not, and if they did, it would probably
turn into dust, right?
deteriorate over time.
You would think. I don't understand how people solve things past certain things unless they find receipts and like computer stuff, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know, but I would be impressed to see more about it. But I just thought it was something that was wholesome and kind of awesome for a class.
See, I wish they would. Why can't they make like a Netflix documentary about that? Like that'd be something I'd be interested in.
Right.
Sorry, but
I like how all of our stuff has to be on Netflix.
or any streaming service for that matter.
Nah, Netflix, because we have that subscription. We have Netflix and Peacock, so pick one of those two. And we have Paramount Plus, technically.
And we have Prime.
Oh, and Apple TV.
We got Prime.
And we got Prime.
So we
used to have HBO Max.
So we got some options. Anyways.
Pick your poison, but at least tell us where you're at.
Right.
Which one is it again?
Of course, it'd be like the one that we don't have.
Speaking of solving cases, there's no better squad that solves a case than the Scooby Squad. Talking about Mystery Inc. And yesterday, as of this recording, catchphrase.
Right.
We were about to sleep, and we put our sleep show on. And what show comes on? Scooby-Doo. Because we have a bunch of random cartoon shows that show up. It just helps us sleep to have some noise in the background. And Scooby, this is one of the first season episodes. Scooby gets baited by a puppeteer poodle. And me being deliriously tired, I always go on these weird rants when I'm tired. And I say the most bizarre things.
I will say, though, it's really fun to talk to him when he's at that point, though. Because you never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's completely random.
Anyways, sorry.
I was like, see, if this show was realistic, he would have known something was up because he would have sniffed that butt. I was like, I've thought about it. And I've thought about it for a long time now. I have never seen an episode where Scooby-Doo sniffs a butt.
Yeah, this is the conversation we're having when we're trying to go to bed. Like, literally, about Scooby-Doo, a cartoon, never sniffing a butt.
I don't think he's a real dog.
Okay, well, let's look at it this way. You know, he had the violin case. He was supposed to guard it.
Yeah.
But then he left it and to go talk to the girl.
To get that dog.
To talk to the girl.
My dog.
But you see, though, if he would have do what dogs do to say hello, like sniff her butt, that would pretty much be the end of the show because, he would tell Shaggy that the dog was made of wood or whatever they were made out of, and then, would have gone...
Clothy wood. I don't know.
Probably wood.
No, because remember it had like the neck thing that you could pull out. Like there was stuff in it. So it had to be
it had
mixed.
the money.
Yeah.
Was it from the female dog? Was it from...
Yeah.
I was tired too.
Anyways, yeah.
I'm
just saying, dogs' noses are powerful. He could have smelled that from where he was at. He could have been like, fake.
Right, but then how fun of a show would that be if every time, fake, it wouldn't be
They could make TikTok shorts about it.
No, it would be horrible. Like, it would literally be horrible. Because, like I said, like, it would just,
Yeah, these are the kind of conversations we have late at night. It's always funny. And then, recently on TikTok, I saw these Australian Scooby-Doo sketches. Did I ever send you any of those?
No.
So instead of Scooby, it's a kangaroo.
Jeez.
And, like, he, like, points out the big flaws and mistakes in, like, the show. And the kangaroo's like, it has an Australian accent, of course. And it goes, Velma, this is why we tell you to get contacts, because you always break your glasses and then you can't see. But you think you being the smartest one in the game, you'd realize that contacts are better for you than glasses because you always break your glasses. Stuff like that. But obviously, like, he cusses a lot. But it's fun. It's pretty funny. I'll have to send you one.
And that's also why like, I never understood is why make her with glasses? And, you know...
Was contacts... How long have contacts have been a thing? Because, like, the show has been around since, what, the 70s or the 80s? I believe the show has been around since the 80s.
When was Scooby... When...
Might even been around since the 60s. I don't know.
Scooby-Doo first made? September 13th, 1969. So the end of the 60s. So...
Because they talk like they're in the 70s almost.
Right, and that one innuendo with Shaggy and Scooby definitely, you know, kind of lead to the 70s.
Innuendo? What are you talking about?
They're always hungry.
Oh. Is that an innuendo?
Or maybe that's the wrong word, but okay.
I thought innuendos are when you say something that sounds inappropriate. Is that what an innuendo is? Or...
Contacts invented.
Yeah. Anyways, as this long pause. When were contacts invented?
Well, contact lenses were conceptually designed by Leonardo da Vinci in 1805.
What?
But the first practical wearable glass lenses were created and fitted by...
Glass lenses. So you're listening. Because contacts...
Wearable glass lenses were created and fitted in 1888. So 1887.
The 1800s, they look like glass, like literally shoving glass in your eye.
That's what they were first.
Dude, like you're gonna lose an eye on that shit.
But that was like the first concept. Obviously,
like it's literally the same size of the eyeball.
With time. Hey, you asked, I answered.
I was meaning like newer stuff.
I asked when were contacts invented.
Because the newer days, you think she would have contacts, especially since she doesn't age. But like in a cartoon, how do you portray somebody with contacts?
Just draw them without glasses?
Right? So then they're just normal-eyed people in cartoon world. I think this is why she has glasses, to appeal to the audience of people who wear glasses. Mm-hmm. So they can also feel like they're part of the gang.
Well, I don't feel like part of the gang. That's messed up.
Who would we be if we were part of the gang?
Oh, gee, I wonder who you'd be. You'd be Shaggy. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'd be Scrappy. Scrappy-Doo. Because he's small and...
He's short stuff.
He's small and tries to...
Velma's short, too, though.
But I don't wear glasses.
You are Velma's height to Shaggy to me. Because she's about here, and he's all the way up there.
I don't know. I stand by my statement, though.
You know how, like, cartoons have, like, weird stats? I wonder if they have, like, a specific height. Because you know how, like, you can type in, like, oh, how tall is this person? And then they say, oh, Johnny Bravo is 6'3", or something like that. Like, how do you know? Like, you just made up it, and then everybody just goes along with it?
Right. I don't know.
Because you know how they do those things where, like, different cartoons are measured up, and it's like, which one is the smallest one? Well, actually, Weedle is the smallest, because Weedle is only... or something like that.
Right. But honestly, though, I stand by my statement. I feel like... It just sucks that, you know, he's not a regular. I feel like he should be.
Yep.
But
anyway. Nobody talks about Scooby-Doo. The white dog.
Isn't that his cousin?
Yeah, his name was Scooby-Doo, I'm pretty sure. And he was always like,
I think so.
Like, whatever happened to him? Why hasn't he ever made an appearance again? I'll play him. Sign me up. $1 million. No, I'll take lower.
Yep, you were right. It's Scooby-Doo. his dim-witted, clue-seeking cousin
Yeah.
from the swamp. And did you know there's a Scooby D, his glamorous movie star cousin?
Yeah.
But there's more. There's other cousins include Dooby Doo, a singer, and Whoopsie Doo, a clown.
Man, we need to get more into this lore.
Sorry. Anyways, off on a really random tangent.
Yeah. Well, now you guys know too.
And knowing is half the battle.
Ding, ding, ding.
The more you
know.
Anyways.
So, again, the other day, I think this was on Monday morning when I was going to work for the first time since
3 weeks.
Yeah. Because this is my first week, as of this recording, my first week back to work. I was watching this video about video games and how they are trying to raise the base price of games. So you know how games are normally, like, big company name games are normally $69.99. They're trying to raise the normal price to $89.99.
Are they trying to make it so people don't play video games anymore?
And that's what everybody's saying. And basically, it's going to get to the point where, like, games are not going to get produced because people are standing up for it. They're saying, no, we won't pay that. We'll just not play them.
Good.
So, yeah, there's a lot of things that are getting either delayed or not released because the prices are way too high anymore, and people are realizing they only play a certain amount of games anyways. And I found out this fact: the average person or the average gamer only buys 4 games a year anymore. That's crazy to think about.
Right.
Because when I was a kid, I was buying them all the time.
Right, but what I don't understand though is why does the base price have to be, like what you said, like
Yeah.
what was it, like 60 or like
$69.99.
Yeah, so $70 for just like the base game. And like I can understand for like a collector's edition or limited edition.
Yep.
Paying like 100 and whatever bucks because back in my day when I was a WoW gamer, every expansion came with base expansion and the like deluxe. And so of course, me being me, I would get the deluxe. And obviously the deluxe comes with like little in-game bonuses and
Yep.
well, not necessarily bonuses, but like sometimes like you get an in-game pet or a mount or
Aesthetics or something.
yeah. So like that I can understand, spending like 100 and whatever dollars, but $70 for just the base, like
Right.
with some perks, not obviously not as many as the deluxe edition or whatever, but some. To me, it blows my mind. Like, why does it have to be so much to begin with?
I don't know. Another thing that I think's also, I want to go back on what I said. I said average gamer buys 4 games a year. I think what I saw was on Steam. The average Steam gamer that has a Steam or like
Steam account
or whatever only has 4 games downloaded on their thing. Like they're not, because people are only playing like a certain amount of games. They spend time investing in it. And let's be honest, like us, we only play like a few games. We try to jump out there,
right?
but one's got a hold of us pretty good. One game has a pretty good hold on us.
Fortnite.
That's right. Use creator code Red78.
Well, look at it this way: we've been playing it for 4 years. We've been, the night you and I got together.
And I've been playing a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, not a whole lot though.
Did I start the same year you did? But at the beginning of the year? I know I started in February. I don't know if I was playing for a whole year before I met you, or if...
No,
So I started playing in 2021 too then?
I think so. So yeah, like we've been playing the game for 4 years.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right?
For me, almost 5.
Yeah, my birthday it'll be 5.
Pretty easy to keep a hold of that for you.
I honestly think that's why you did that. One, it's easier to remember for you.
Well, I said I wanted to make it special. And what special way than when somebody has a birthday? I know a lot of people think that's corny to put it on a date. But I was just like, she'd asked me out before and I'd said no. Because I'd been going through family stuff. That was the same year I lost 6 family members. So I was just like, I don't think it's right to date someone when I'm in an emotional state, and I didn't want to put someone through all that was going on. Because she asked me in like the summer, and I still had a few more people I knew were passing soon. Because my grandma had passed in March, and then a week after she passed, my grandpa was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and I think originally 4 areas, but it ended up just being 3. Or it was 3 areas, and then it ended up being 2. I can't remember. I know colon and prostate. I think it was colon, prostate, and lungs.
Ooh, dang.
And I think originally they were thinking it was kidneys, colon, prostate, and lungs, and then found out it wasn't in his kidneys or something like that.
Anyway.
Basically, the doctor said, "Oh, he's still smoking. Let him smoke because he ain't got much more time left." They're like, "There's nothing we can do." But so I was in between that, his, passing, between him almost passing and stuff, and I was just like, after what I'd already lost that year, I lost a few things, and even our cat here, it literally passed the same day my grandpa did, or around the same time, because I remember the same day that we buried him, I buried the cat here. So, yeah, there was a lot going on here.
Yeah.
That cat literally, I can't say that word very good. Literally, I was driving my truck, and that cat couldn't walk because its back ends hips broke because it got so old. Cats never get that old usually. You never usually live to let their hips break. It literally dragged in front of my truck, like, "Run me over, please."
That's sad.
I had to pick it up and move it, and then it lived like another maybe 3 months in that much pain, because we would, take care of it, and it got to the point where we'd feed it, but we kept it kind of in a closed area, so that way,
Right.
because couldn't go around anywhere. And then we just kind of cleaned it up or whatever. But it got to the point where it was like, and its name was Baby. It was literally like, poor baby. But yeah, rough year. Anyways, what a way to put the podcast down. But she had asked me out, and I said no. And so I was like, okay, the ball's clearly in my court now, because you say no to somebody, they're like, all right, well, I tried. And
Right,
if you ever change your mind, then...
But I didn't let that deter me. It's like, if anything, like, I still wanted to be friends.
Right. No, I know.
I'm just in for the sake of the story.
Right.
Because I figured, being friends is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But continue.
And it also wasn't like a 100% no. It was a no with a with a reason. Not because, like, people put in reasons and then it's really because they don't have any interest.
Right.
Mine was no, because I'm not in an emotional state for that kind of stuff.
And honestly, him saying that, like, made me respect him even more, because it could have just been like, yeah, let's do it. Why the hell not? Sort of thing.
Yeah, and then started off on a train wreck.
Yeah.
Granted, we still did. because after we did officially date, it was only 3 days after that, and then one of my best friends took his own life. So that was the sixth family member that passed away that year. Literally started the year of 2021 with him joking, well, 2021 can't get any worse than 2020. And then ended the year speaking at his eulogy, or saying his eulogy at his memorial.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was rough. This podcast kind of got a little dark towards the end.
Our apologies.
We do apologize. We try to keep it lighthearted here. But we like to be real with you guys, too.
Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, that's pretty much kind of like...
That was our first year.
Yeah.
Of knowing each other, basically.
Yeah.
What a crazy year. I think we met in around November-y time the year before. November or December.
I want to say it was something.
Around that time.
Hard to remember.
2020. And then
right, all of that.
It was almost about a year before we finally got around to dating.
And now look at us.
I know. Been together 4 years.
It's
just so exciting. I yawned.
Wow, like
right.
But, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been 4 years. Like, it's just
22 and 23 are a blur to me. I don't even remember what happened those years. Like, I have the wrestling games of those years, and I vaguely remember playing. I remember getting excited about them, but I vaguely remember them.
I mean, I think the highlight of, like, 2023 was, me moving out here.
Yeah, I think that's all we did was just hang out all the time and just wait for the day when we could finally move in together.
All right.
And we played Fortnite, but at the same time, like, there wasn't as many collabs as there is nowadays. So, like...
Well, and we had our solid, like, squad.
Yeah.
And I missed that, but, I get it. Like...
Because we had people that were in the military, so they had nothing else to do because they were stuck on a base.
Oof. Right. That was fun times. And then, like, with Fortnite, like, our squad of Kaiser and Floppy. I miss those days,
Still
too.
get those every once in a while. They're rare gems nowadays.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, right around when we first got together, like, that was, like, happening more often than not.
Yeah.
And then I feel like back then Fortnite was easier.
Yeah. I mean, less hacky, I think.
Right.
But yeah, I still enjoy the game. I'm just, after this Friday of this recording, I am done trying to keep up with the Joneses on there because they're just going too fast on the collabs and everything. But I still want to get the South Park because that's my group.
I will admit, I am looking forward to, I was about to say SpongeBob, South Park, but I don't want to say I'm necessarily butthurt, but I'm slightly annoyed.
Yeah. Because they did your boy Sponge and your
did
collab Harry Potter wrong.
They did my boy Plankton wrong.
Yeah.
And with Harry Potter, like, I thought we would have gotten a
Core 3.
Either, Core 3 or just, like, a Harry Potter, like Harry himself. And from what I heard is, for Christmas time, they do the lodge where every day you go get a gift.
Yeah.
I thought I could have sworn I heard something say that, like, the final gift was Harry Potter himself.
Yeah. I heard that too. And then, like, you saw all these videos of a cartoon version of him.
Right. Like, so...
I wanted to play as Hagrid.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have put him. I think they would have done the main three.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? He would have been cool.
But why I am annoyed, and I feel like we've touched upon this before, but I feel like it
Needs
bears repeating, is I'm upset, I guess you could say, because with South Park, the picture that I've seen, which is probably how it's going to be, why do all of them get to be in mech suits? How is that?
But we couldn't do that with Sponge.
But we couldn't do that with SpongeBob. Like, they could have done that with Plankton.
Yeah.
You know, my little green dude.
They could have done that with Patrick.
Well, and you've seen episodes where he does have his own robot. Plankton has his own robot.
And you've seen versions of SpongeBob where he was all big and buff like he was a wrestler.
Yeah, why couldn't we get, like, a version of that? Like, that's why I'm upset, because why, when, you know, they say collab and then you see pictures of, like, the characters and whatnot, and
they look good.
Right. Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing with that. Like, it looked great, but then when it comes actually to it, it is completely different than what was, like, advertised.
Yeah.
Advertised.
And this is coming from the Fortnite, like, accounts.
Right.
Like social media accounts.
So why are you going to get, you know, those of us who have, like, a special connection with SpongeBob or whatever, why are you going to get us all hyped, all excited, and then just be like, haha, just kidding? You know, like, that's what gets me. But yeah, it's like they're going to treat South Park better than SpongeBob.
Yeah. It's true. That's a lot to think about. Let me know what you guys think down below.
Right. And then also with the Simpsons collab, like, I thought it was great. And then, you know, it was cool that Bart and Lisa were in the mech suits so that you could still have them. Or not mechs. They were in, like, little robots or whatever you want to call them.
Mech suits.
Yeah. And, like, Lisa had her own special, you know, because she's all smart and whatnot. Like, that was cool.
Yeah.
It's just like...
A lot of people didn't like it because there's versions of Bart and there's versions of Lisa where they're adults. They're like, why couldn't we just get those versions?
Because, like, the whole, and however many seasons they're in, like 38, let's say, they're still portrayed as children, which I don't get. Like, if you're a TV show that's been on for years, why not, like, have them age? Like, I never understood that.
Because then you'd have Homer as, like, a grandpa. And
good. You know, show real life. Like,
that's weird, though.
But, okay, so from 89 to 2026, you're going to, all that time, they're going to be kids. The parents are never going to age. Yeah. Isn't Homer, like, 32? Something like that?
Yeah, 35.
No.
That's what they say he is.
My bad.
35.
I thought 32, but thank you. But you know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't get why...
By the way, rough 35. Just saying.
And I'm sorry I'm going off on a rant here, but this is just things that, like, I've noticed.
It's kind of what the podcast is all about.
Right. And it just, like, it kind of grinds my gears, you know? Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. And, you know, I just would like some clarity. So if anybody has anything that could help maybe clarify, you know, feel free to drop it down in the comments below. But
I have one more subject before we go, because I think we do need to get going. A lot of, because it goes back to the video game industry thing, and where a lot of the hate's coming from is when the Switch 2 came out. People, they started selling the Mario Kart World at $89.99. And it was the base game that came with the Switch 2, which, let's be honest, the Switch 2 is just higher graphic version of Switch 1. It's not much different. So,
yeah, one of my coworkers bought the Switch 2, and I asked her, like, I wasn't, you know, I'm not hating on anybody who went out and bought the Switch 2.
No. If that's your system, that's your system.
You know, much love to you all.
I spent just as much on my Xbox. Twice. 3 times.
Right, but I asked her...
Twice, because the one was a Christmas gift.
I asked her, is, like, other than, like, graphics, is there any difference? And she honestly told me, no, not really.
Yeah. Other than the fact that my games load faster. But honestly, I feel like it's the gaming industry doing this to us because I don't think any games from like my Xbox One took that long to load, really. But all of a sudden, because this series is out, they make the games load longer because they want to show that this loads faster. I don't think that this is actually load faster than back then when I'd play that, because I don't remember ever having to wait that long when I played that back in the day.
Right. And I've seen the Mario World streamed, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a lot of fun.
Right.
But excuse me, I don't have an extra what did I say it was, like extra, $500 or whatever to buy the new system plus the game, like that
Right.
bundle, just for literally one game, like that.
Another thing that I've noticed about games is that, like, for instance, like my wrestling, every year, supposedly new graphics or whatever makes the game look so realistic every time. And it gets to a point where it's like, okay, it looks so realistic that you can't possibly top this. And I do believe this is true. And then next year when the other one comes out, it's supposedly a little bit better. But I think what they do is they take the other one and they lower the graphics a little. So, like, just before the other one gets released. So that way when you play both you compare them, you're like, oh, I guess it is better. But I don't think anybody ever notices these little things. Because it's like, it never looked like, even when I was a kid and I'd play a game and I'd look at the other one after it, I'd be like, it never looked this bad before.
Right.
I don't know if it's because your eyes are trained on it looking good at the time, but then now you're just like,
I don't know.
Anyways, we do got to get out of here, guys.
Right. Sorry for, well, actually, not sorry for talking your ear
No, that's
off.
what the podcast is for.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys came from the TikTok and you made it this far, hopefully you subscribed. Also, if you have came from the TikTok group, just put the comment TikTok down below and we'll see who it is.
Yep.
All right, until next time, guys. Much love.
Much love.
And peace. Well, we're going to try some acting here. And we're probably going to do multiple of this series. But we wanted to get a little sample out for you guys. Shout out to KingOfBears626. And his links will be down below for you guys to check them out. But we saw King of Bears do this. It was entertaining. And we wanted to do it ourselves. And he said go for it. And he challenged us to try to do it better than him. So challenge accepted. We shall. But the emotion we're going to work with today is angry. Arg, pirate.
That's not angry. That's just a pirate.
Oh. Well, then I need to get my acting chops going. I do have other versions of this that I want to use in the future, so I think this is going to be a recurring one, which is always fun because then it gives us more stuff to do.
What, are you Italian?
I'm acting here, eh? Gotta get our acting chops on.
Which way do we go?
So we're going to establish some rules here because we just want to, we want to do it efficiently and whatnot. Obviously, whoever did it better is up to you guys, not us.
So. Right, because obviously we would say we did it better.
Yeah, of course I did it better, right? But because it's going to be a video with a monologue, kind of a weird monologue, but get as close as you can to it. Don't stumble on your words, just try to read it, but also act.
And mind you, we're going into this blind in the sense of we haven't
read the scripts.
We haven't read ahead. I mean, like did it for like 2 seconds in the car when we were trying to figure out which ones we wanted to do, but that was about it. And it was literally, I got like maybe 2 or 3 words out, and we're like, okay, that's good.
And we're also doing sitting down acting, which I feel like is harder to show your emotions because, like, let's be honest, when you're moving and you're physical, it's easier to do things. Isn't it, Fidget?
No, it's not.
I don't know why my angry is always growling. Yard dog here. All right.
Cute little puppy dog. Oh.
So we're going to take turns. We're going to do 2 different angry ones. And who knows, maybe I'll do better on the first one, and then she'll do better on the second one. And it'll be decisive. But we're going to go with one emotion at a time. And today we're doing angry. So, screw you! Here we go. Should I go first?
Oh. What?
You go first or you go first?
You go first.
All right.
I just got really nervous.
Here we go, angry. Don't say another word. You've talked enough. You keep acting like this just happened. Like I'm overreacting? I'm not. This has been building for a long time. Every look, every comment, every time you thought I'd just let it go. You pushed and pushed. And now you've standing here. There's surprised that I'm finally snapped. Don't twist this. Don't turn it around on me. You don't get pay innocent in this one. I warned you more than once. And if you still don't understand why I'm this angry, then you weren't listening. You weren't ever listening. So don't tell me to calm down. Take a good look at me. This is what happens when something happens. Motherfucker. Okay. Oh, do we want to give you a break there? I didn't see the last part. Okay. It goes a little fast, people. It goes a little fast.
It looked like it kind of started off nice, and then it was like, ha, just kidding.
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Why don't the credits at the end of a movie go that fast?
Right, especially because, you know, at the end of the movie, more often than not, you're like, I really got to pee, but I really want to see if there's anything. They should just go do-do-do-do.
I love it when you watch them on cable TV, and it's like, like that, you know, it's already starting the next movie, and it's skimming through them. But imagine being the person in the credits where your name is the last.
Oh.
You're like, I'm in this, guys. We gotta wait. Like your friends were with you, and they're like, fuck.
I just want to go.
We get it. You're big time.
Okay, so do we want to back it up, back it on up?
All right.
Don't say another word. You've talked enough. You keep acting like this just happened. Like I'm the one overreacting, but I'm not. This has been building for a long time. Every look, every comment, every time you thought I just let it go, you pushed and you pushed. And now you're standing there surprised that I finally snapped. Don't twist this. Don't turn this around on me. You don't get to play innocent after crossing that line. I warned you more than once. And if you still don't understand why I'm this angry, then you weren't listening. You were never listening. So don't tell me to calm down. Take one look at me. This is what happens when someone finally stops holding back.
Well, the Oscar goes to.
Thank you.
The Oscar goes to. All right, I think when we do the second one, I think you go first.
Where's the pause?
Oh, just click on it.
I'm used to my phone.
So I think when we do the second one, you go first because then that way you don't have the advantage of already seeing the script. See what I'm saying?
That's fine.
I don't think that's why you did so good. I think there's a clear
some inner.
I think there's a clear winner here, guys.
I mean,
but that was pretty good. All right, here's the second angry one, and Fidget's going first, so that way we have a fair advantage on this.
Yep. Wish me luck,
and
everybody.
I'm going to be studying because I gotta beat her first one.
It's not a competition.
It's a competition with me.
Anyways.
Maybe angry's just not mine. I'm just a happy-go guy. I'm never angry, right, Fidget?
I don't think I've ever seen you like fully. I've seen you probably mildly annoyed, but that's about it, maybe.
I'll take it. All right. Good luck, Fidget. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
You think I wouldn't find out?
Oh, shit.
You looked me in the eye and you lied. Do you have any idea what that does to a person? To believe in someone, to need someone and realize it was all bullshit? I defended you. I took the blame. I burned bridges for you. And for what? So you could smile, pretend, and walk away like it was nothing? I keep replaying it in my head. Every word, every look, every little moment I thought was real. And now it's poison. Everything you touched, it feels wrong. You don't get to say sorry. You don't get to fix it because I believed in you and that was my mistake. You should have just told me the truth. Nothing.
So I just realized that this is the angry version for the woman, and the other one was the angry version for the man.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think you really have to gender it, but as you can see, he's like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. And then the last one, I think she's like, oh, bitch, you really yelling at me?
Right, but I don't know.
I don't think you have to gender it. But,
right.
But that one definitely seemed like more of a thing that a lady would say. But I'll play into my lady. Shit. Let me get my sass on.
You ain't a sassy black woman. Or maybe you were in another life.
Why she gotta be black? Why can't be there a sassy white woman?
Because I don't know a lot of white women who.
Well, this white woman does.
Oh my god.
See, that's the problem. Is I'm too. If we get into funny ones, I'm winning that shiz.
Again, it's not.
Oh no, it's gonna get. I'm gonna get destroyed in the comments in this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. You think I wouldn't find out? You looked me in the eye, and you lied. Do you have any idea what that does to a person? To believe in someone, to need someone, and realize it was all bullshit. I defended you. I took the blame. I burned bridges for you, and for what? So you could smile, pretend, and walk away. Like it was nothing. I keep replaying it in my head. Every word, every look, every little moment I thought was real. And now it's poison. Everything you touched feels wrong. You don't get to say sorry. You don't get to fix it because I believed in you. And that was my mistake. You should have just told me the truth. Definitely better than my first one. Oh, I hearted it. I didn't even know I was logged in. I'm following this guy, so I know I'm not logged into mine.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, for my Google, though.
Oh.
I accidentally made a Google TikTok account, too, apparently.
You did good that time, but I do got a question, though. But why did you sound kind of like Foghorn Leghorn a little?
I don't know. I started doing a voice, and then I had to ditch it because it was getting a little too comical, and I was about to laugh and about to lose character. I did notice I had a little southern going there.
I know, and it's
I say, son. Like a chicken with its head cut off. Oh, wait a second.
But I do gotta say, though, that one was...
So I'm a second take kind of guy. Fair enough. Hey, you did good on your first take on both.
I don't know why, but
maybe
I got all...
Maybe you should be an actor. Or maybe you should be less angry.
Or maybe I can portray the emotion anger very well.
I think you should do this one. Act evil.
Well, maybe...
I could do this one easily.
No, God, let's not and say we did.
We'll save it for next time, though, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get over here and do this. All right, guys. That was pretty good. I had fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Bear, shout out to you. Again, His links will be in the description. Follow that dude. Also, we'll put the link to this account too, because we like to give people their creds. Short for credit. She loves when I do that.
No,
Don't act like I'm not impressive. Until next time, guys. Much love. And stop it. Peace.